The girl I like forgot her glasses. Volume review. Kaede Komura has a crush on Mie, the girl who's sitting right next to him in class. He finds her cute and wishes that he should look at him the same way he looks at her, with or without her glasses. One day, she comes to school looking very different from before, squinting and seemingly not knowing who she's talking to. Turns out she's forgotten her glasses. She has a habit of not bringing them into school, and starts to rely on Komura's help in classroom. A dream will come true from him. Can mutual feelings develop even if she can really see him? The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses is a romantic comedy. The romantic side really relies a lot in the audience rooting for the couple to get together. So let's examine them first. Komura is a typical high school boy, a bit awkward. He gets super shy around his crush. He also is quite young and clearly dealing with his first experience with such emotions, which is why he sometimes does some questionable things when around his crush, like getting jealous when Mio talks to other boys, or taking sneaky photos of Mie without asking. However, it's clear from the narrative in his own internal monologue, and he knows these actions are wrong. He experienced with first love and dealing with his new teenage hormones, so it doesn't come off as creepy. Thankfully, there's Mie, the pink-haired petite girl who's an airhead and forgets her glasses a lot, making her squint at everything because she's as good as blind without them. As a fellow glasses wearer who is also blind without them, I couldn't help but feel secondhand anxiety as I don't know how to cope with my spectacles. But Mie is pretty chill about it. She used to her own forgetfulness, a toxin lush dialogue which unsure what's going on. Komura compares her to a warrior samurai, which is amusing in its own way. However, so far in Volume 1, the chemistry isn't there. It's very one-sided feelings-wise, and Mie seems too obvious to Komura's feelings that it's more like she's relying on him as a sibling or friend to help her out. It doesn't help that we know next to nothing about either character. You will replace Komura with any lovesick, awkward male protagonist, and Mie is unique in her own right, but also outside of her glasses. We know nothing else that makes her stand out, or even why Komura is into her. That there's a comedy, and despite this being a subjective thing, I didn't find this volume to be particularly humorous. There are cute moments and some amusing setups, but comedy-wise, there's nothing here that will make you laugh out loud. So far, the story is very tame, and the setups are what you expect from something like this. Not able to read textbooks, mistaking one person for another, etc. The story is also just focuses on the pair and the main pair, where there's no side characters to bounce the pair off, which a lot of successful rom-coms rely on not only to keep the main couple well-rounded but also bring other comedic energy to keep the story fresh. It should be noted that despite Square Enix website states that the book is 192 pages, Volume 1 is actually 130 pages long, including the translation notes at the back. The chapters are also all very short and bleed into each other, with odd breaks within the chapter. Many will have really benefited from being one chapter instead of two small ones. So if you're a fast reader, you'll blast through this book quickly. Komi Fujichika is reading Dozens of manga series, a lot of them comedy and romance centered, but this series is so far for the only one that has been given an English release. Sawa Masaweda Savage is better known for translating anime series such as Amagi Brilliant Park and Akiba Midwar. There's many manga and even video game character credit under her belt, including the Wotakoi manga series and Something's Wrong With Us. Overall, her translation is easy to read and does a good job of translating Mie's unusual speech patterns across the book. These awkward dorks of falling in love rom-com has some promise, but so far feels a bit undercooked. Hopefully it will pick up in future volumes, but right now this thinner than usual book doesn't make a lasting impression. Check out the preview for the first volume here. 6 out of 10.